Hello and welcome back to another video. The beginning of here is kind of a bit weird because I forgot I didn't press record. So, ignore the fact that the beginning of the video isn't technically there. I didn't record it. So, within this video today I'm actually doing a graveyard site with like a home along the side. Perfect for vampires. So, this coffin here that I'm doing the terrain paint in doesn't function, but the one next to it, well, kind of next to it, does function. So you can essentially have two vampires in this one build. There is also a kitchen, and I know that technically, you know, they don't really need a kitchen, but I added it in anyway, just in case anyone wanted to like swap out the bed for like a double bed or a single bed. And they could still have like, you know, Sims living there. So if they want, they can. But I actually quite like how this turned out. I'm like, I was surprised that both the first coffin that I put in, I was surprised that actually functioned. I was like, I don't even know if the Sims are even gonna be able to like go down here, but they are, which is pretty cool. So yeah. So this build was actually inspired by a photo shoot that me and my friend did not too long ago. It was like in a graveyard, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that, but in The Sims. And there's like this house thing near it. I don't think it's a house. I don't really know what it is, but I called it a house. So I did like a house kind of next to it, and I was like, that actually looks pretty cool. So I'm actually really happy on how it looks. It was exactly what I had in mind with like the exterior as well. With the interior, I did find it a bit weird because I was like, I don't really know how I want to style the inside of it because I just kind of went off like whatever. But I tried to make it spooky and perfect for vampires. It is also an off-the-grid kind of house, but I didn't set it as a off-the-grid lot trait. But you know, if people wanted to, they can obviously set it as off the grid. I just didn't have it off the grid because I wanted to use the vampire like lot traits for it, so I did that. But obviously if people wanted to make it like eco-y eco-y, is that a word? I don't know. If people wanted to make it into an eco lot, they can easily put it as off the grid because all of the appliances are off the grid. So I feel like I've said off the grid too many times in this one video, and I'm only like 3 minutes in the recording of it. But yeah, if anyone does want to download it, then go ahead. I've also started to use my own hashtag in some of the builds, so if you search on the gallery using the hashtag TheSpoopler, you should be able to see some of my most recent things that I've been posting. As well, if you just search for TheSpoopler, like with the name, like the ID name, you'll also be able to find it. But I was just like, it would make it easier if people wanted to find my build but couldn't find the names. So if they just wanted to search for the hashtag, then they could. So I did a thing, and that's my thing. I'm also going to be changing up my YouTube schedule a bit. So instead of posting 4 times a week, I'm going to be posting 3 times a week because I've been quite busy lately, so it's been hard to get all of the videos out, and I didn't want to upload on my birthday, so I didn't. And then on a Saturday I wasn't able to upload a video, so I didn't. So I think if I have it 3 times a week instead of 4 times a week, it's going to be a lot easier to actually make videos and get them out and stuff like that. I don't have a time stamp of when the videos will be uploaded, it's whenever the internet is best and I can upload it. So I just kind of upload whenever on that day, which I feel like I should have like a schedule for it, but it just makes it like a bit harder if I am busy on that day and I can't get it uploaded on time. Like today I've been out so I've not been able to edit this video until like, what time is it now, like almost 8 o'clock. So it'll probably be out later on. But I'm trying to get videos pre-recorded but then editing them on the day, because sometimes it just works a bit easier like that. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how like things work out. So here I'm just kind of doing mostly landscaping and making sure like the graveyard looks good and it doesn't look too cluttered in a way. And I wanted to add like a lot of like landscaping, because I was like, oh, it could be like an overgrown kind of thing. Because I went for that look over there. Because I recently got vampires. My sister brought it for me for my birthday, so thank you, Jamie, if you're watching this. Muchly appreciated. I doubt you're watching it, but hello if you are. So I had the idea of making this a small home. I think this what's the lot is called. I'm not sure. Can't remember the tiny lot. I think it's micro home, small home, then a tiny home. I can't remember. But it is a tile smaller than the 64 tiles in the end. So if you wanted to add an extra tile somewhere, you're more than welcome. But I'm actually really happy on how this little house turned out. I thought it was really cute. I also had like a little bit of a porch at the front there, which I really like as well. It kind of like helps it break it up a little bit, so it's not just all one thing. Because usually I don't have porches on my tiny houses because, you know, the tile count and everything, and they class as tiles, and it's just a whole lot of kerfuffle. So I tend not to really use the tile count, like the porch thing with the tile count, because it's just a bit hectic. Also, I do edit the roof out in a bit, so it just kind of cuts to an open roof in a bit, but it took a while to kind of get the roof looking really good, because I'm really bad when it comes to roofs, because usually I just do a flat roof and I'm like, yeah, that'll do. But I didn't really like it, so I spent a long time trying to do that. Also, I was really confused by these windows, because they look like they should be that way, but it says for the arrow thing to be the other way, and it really confused me. I was like, so how am I, so I just ended up using the other windows because it really confused me. I was like, it should look like it should be the other way, but it's like, it's not, and I don't know. So I just used these ones, and I used the door for the other ones for the bedroom, and then I used the bookcase door for the bathroom, because I don't know why it looked weird just having a normal door. So there's a bookcase for the bathroom, which is a bit odd, but you know, no other door kind of fit with the vibe, because I was using the other door that came with this pack for the bedroom, so I didn't want to like include it and then it like be kind of two doors of the exact same, that detailed. So it just looked a bit weird, so I was like, you know what, we'll just go with a bookcase door. So I did that. But I actually really like how it turned out. It's just cute. I'd actually love to live here. It'd be awesome. Just a nice vampire hangout zone. Just, yes please. I've been watching, well, I haven't watched it for a while because I finished it, but I watched the Vampire Diaries and the originals again, and whew, I've never watched the originals all the way through, and I watched it and I was just like, I don't want to spoil anything, but I was so, like, words can't describe my pain without spoiling anything. But if you've watched it, you understand the pain. But it is really good. I know it's not everyone's taste. My partner hates it, and he will probably never watch it with me. But you know, I'm gonna make him at least one day. It's gonna be like, you're watching this with me, and you can't do anything about it. So if you're watching this, look forward to the future, because I am. So here I'm just doing the inside of the house and just kind of putting some furniture down. I wasn't really sure how I wanted it to look, but I also like these chairs, and I was like, oh, they'd be cool in the graveyard, because I know some graveyards have like chairs that are kind of like personalized. It's kind of, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like a chair that's in like memory of a loved one kind of thing. So I was like, you know what, I'll just put that in there. And I also had a fireplace. I really liked having the fireplace there. It made it seem really cozy and like really warm inside. Like, it is quite a small house, obviously, but it's nice and cozy. So I went with it, with the fireplace. There's no TV, obviously, because it's an eco, quote unquote eco lot, even though that's not one of the lot traits, but it could be. But I thought maybe they're like a vampire that like doesn't like technology. I did make 2 different vampires as well, so they're already up in the gallery. I haven't made the video for them yet. They'll be coming out soonish. But I made 2 different types of vampires because, you know, why not? And I'd say the last vampire I did, I can't remember what I named her, but I'd say this build's for her. I don't know why, I just kind of feel like it. I get that vibe, you know. When I was making the vampire though, I was looking after my sister's dog, and that dog doesn't really like other dogs. And I was making a sim that had a pet dog, and obviously it was a dog on the TV, which kept barking, and obviously it's a Sim's dog, but her dog doesn't, like, obviously doesn't know that, so he was just like growling and barking at the TV. I was like, okay, maybe not have a dog, but I did make the dog and then put it on the gallery, and then just made a different family. Well, I didn't make another family, I just played with a different family. But I was just like, oh, okay, it's fine, I'll just stop what I'm doing and play, not play with this dog. It's a cute dog, because you don't like other dogs, but I don't mind, it was fine. He's so cute though, so it makes it okay. Just because he's cute, it makes it all okay. So here I'm going out and doing the, oh, I just dropped something. I'm doing like the, what's this called, the porch area, just to kind of like make it look better and make it look good. I added another seat. I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of very obnoxious. Is that the word? I don't know how to say that properly, but I used it anyway because I was like, you know, if I was to have like my own little vampire den, I'd probably have something like that, so I used that. And then I get some bookcases as well, and kind of put them along the side. But yeah, I actually really like how this kind of turned out. It was like really cool. I would genuinely love to live here, like with all the spooky stuff. Like, yes please, give me some spookies. I love spooky. I brought a headband today, and it's got a spider on it. And I don't really like spiders in real life, but if it's a Halloween decoration, then it's fine. Because I don't really like spiders, they scare me. But you know, that's fine. So here I'm just kind of going over the kitchen again, using the sink that came with vampires, because I realised that the other sink that I had wasn't, it didn't have the thingy, what's it called, off the grid, off the grid mode, so I just added a different one, and then I'm just making sure nothing kind of clips, so it looks better. I don't know how I feel about it, because it does kind of look a bit odd, but I think that was like the only sink that kind of would really work. I mean, you could have just used the one from the bathroom that I do later on. I also didn't film the bathroom because I completely forgot about it. I was like, cause my thought was like, oh, vampires don't need to go to the toilet, do they? Like, surely not. So I didn't originally add it, and then I was like, but if people aren't playing with like vampires, then I should probably probably put one in just in case. So it's just a shower, bathroom thing. I also didn't get screenshots of it because it just looks like every other bathroom that I do, which is just the free tile one. But I just used the sink that I used in the kitchen, the toilet that came with this pack, and the shower from university, which is kind of like probably going to be my new combo. I feel like I should make some more alternative builds now because I've got stuff from this pack. I was also thinking of maybe doing an abandoned build, and I've kind of done things like that before, but I haven't done it with the stuff that comes within this pack, like with all like the cobwebs and like the broken bits of wall kind of thing. I haven't really had that in my game before because it doesn't come with any other packs that I'm aware of. So I'm thinking of doing like a full-on like abandoned build, and then I might like tag and use the hashtag like renovate build thing, because I know that little Simsy at the moment's doing like some build renovations, so I think that'd be really cool if I did like an abandoned kind of look, and then she like did like, you know, something cool with it that I couldn't be able to do. But I don't know. I mean, to be fair, she probably wouldn't even see it. But the idea of it's really cool, so I might do that another day when I have time. It would be really cool to do that. Also, I added a fire alarm in this build because I'm an idiot and usually forget. But this time I didn't. Yay! Not that you'd really need it in this build if you're playing with vampires, but you know, it's there. It's, you know, in case you need it. I really like these pumpkins that are on the fireplace. They're just really cute. I have a little black glittery pumpkin on my TV, as well as a skull and a spider. Not a real spider, it's a Halloween decoration spider. But it fits well in my room, and it's cute. I also put some not spiders, I've got the word spider in my head now. I added some spooky ghosts onto my fan in the summer when it was really hot, and then it just stopped getting hot, and well, the ghosts are there. So whenever I put the fan on, they just kind of spin around, and it's really funny. So here I'm just kind of looking for like some decorations to put on, because I wasn't really sure if I wanted to add decorations or not, but there wasn't really much I could find, so I just kind of went with what I had. And then I was like, oh, well, let's have some of these spooky spooks. The pumpkins with like hats on. So I did that. I went into the shops today and they had some Halloween decorations, and I was like so happy about it. I was like, finally, it's the spooky season. Halloween is around the corner. I also watched Hocus Pocus not long ago. I watched it like a few days ago, and it's so good. I want to watch it again, but I don't want to seem obsessed, so I'm just not going to watch it for a while. But I might see if someone wants to watch it with me again. Probably my mum and dad will. But if anyone wants to watch it with me, hit me up. I'll probably ask Chris if he wants to watch it with me. If you're watching this, you can say if you want to watch it with me in the comments, or you can message me. Thanks. So here I'm just adding another bookcase, because I wanted to kind of like fill in the space, and obviously vampires have been around for a while, so they've probably picked up loads of books along the way, or unless you're Stefan Salvatore and write loads of journals and have them and keep them so any random person can find them and discover that you are a vampire, but you know, it's fine. So here I'm just adding the door to the bedroom, and just kind of adding the radiators. I don't understand why these are in the pack, because I was just like, they don't really function, but you know, it adds that little bit of realism, I guess. I don't know if you get them in seasons, actually. I'm not sure. I don't have that pack yet. I feel like season's gonna be the next pack that I get. But it's expensive, so I'm probably gonna wait until it goes on offer. I also got this fancy ass looking coffin because I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna die and come back as a vampire, I'm going for something fancy like this. So I did. But it's a game, not real life. But you know, if I could live here and have something like this, then I'm down. So I just kind of make sure everything like fits in the room nicely, kind of move things around because I wanted everything to like fit and it be functional. I got there in the end. But I just kind of figure it out, put a few things here and there, and then I go on to the painting. I'd kind of cut out a bit, and then yeah, as you can see here, I kind of cut out the sorting out of the room because I wanted it to look really good, but I didn't want it to look too hectic. So I just kind of edited it out, and here's just like the wall art thing. I actually quite like how this turned out because I used like 2 different like brickwork to kind of like break it up a little bit, so it was just like it wasn't too much of just like the solid black. Even though I did kind of like it, I thought it would be better to like break it up, so I did that here. And then I really liked it. I was like, damn, that looks pretty cool. So then I'm just kind of adjusting the door and making sure it looks alright, because I didn't want to like it to be too close to the wall on the other side, and then so I just kind of scooted it over. So here I just do the wallpaper, which again I skip out because you know it's a little bit boring, so there's like a little bit of it, and then I just skip it, and then here are the screenshots, and if you want to upload it to the gallery, feel free. I also added a bit more of the landscaping at the front, which was pretty cool. Also, sorry, the screenshots of the outside are a little bit dark. Obviously, it's spooky, so it's dark and creepy. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I hope you guys are too. Don't forget, I'll be changing my schedule to 3 days a week rather than 4. I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a lovely day, night, evening, whatever time you are watching this. I don't know, but have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Bye!